Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's episode is going to be my first update for my Star Wars Round 2 Prequel Trilogy Project Pan. So if you want to see what my progress has been in the last month and if I have any rollouts, well then sit tight, we're going to jump right into it. My name is Marie and I am a beautiful mess. Here on my channel, I like to do a lot of project panning content, eyeshadow content, and really any other kind of makeup content that I can think of. So sit back, relax, and come on a magical makeup journey with me. So like I said, this is my first update for my Star Wars Round 2 Prequel Trilogy Project Pan. This project was created by Daniella Santos Munoz and is a Fantastic Ladies collab. This runs from January 4th through May 4th, which is also known as Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. So in this project, there are 10 different prompts which correspond to the prequel trilogy of Star Wars. And I am a huge Star Wars fan, so when I saw this come across, even though I was doing a lot of other project pans, I decided I needed to do this. And with it only being 5 months long, I didn't think it was going to be competing for attention with the usage of my other projects. There's definitely some juggling going on. So let me share my progress with you. Let's start at the top of the list and work our way down. Product number 1 corresponds to the prompt Anakin Skywalker, a product of your choice. What I chose to roll in was my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. This is the jellyfish one from Holiday just passed. I decided to just put it in this project to get uses on it. Did not put a goal, just wanted to use it. That is what it looks like. Not looking to hit pan on anything, just looking to use this. So I am tracking my uses on it. Unfortunately, I only used it twice in the past month. When I do use this palette, I use everything in the palette. So by the end of the project, I think I want to get at least 10 uses on it so that I can put it into my statistics for my Project 10 Uses project pan, because one of my goals for this year is to use every single piece of makeup in my collection at least 10 times. And with this being in this project, I can easily track the uses and hopefully in 4 more months, get 8 more uses on this. Don't think that should be a problem. Product number 2 corresponds to the prompt Qui-Gon Jinn, which is a balancing product. So I decided to roll in my NYX Color Correcting Concealer palette, mainly because I wanted to see if I need a palette like this. This is what it is looking like right now. And in the past month, I have used this product 12 times. And I definitely have found out some things about this. I do not need a palette like this. What I do need though are the shades from this palette that work for me. Very rarely do I have redness, but when I do, the green color corrector was key in toning that redness down. So once this palette is used up, I definitely am going to need a green color corrector in my collection. Yellow is what I used to use for color correcting my under eyes with my dark circles, because when I was younger, they used to be very, very purple. With the help of skincare though, they have gotten less purple and are just dark. So the yellow doesn't seem to work as well as it used to. The salmon is what's working really well for me right now, and this is actually very close. It's a little bit more pink than my preferred color corrector of choice, which is the Becca Times Smashbox color correcting concealer. And a lot of times when I was having my dry skin issues, I was just wearing that color corrector as a concealer. I will be using this one up, but I think the Becca Times Smashbox one is going to be the one that lives in my collection forever. I was uncertain as to what purple color correction was used for, and somebody commented that it's to correct yellow in your skin, which makes sense because when I had purple under eyes, I was using the yellow to correct it. So it would make sense that purple then corrects yellow. I don't have yellow in my face, so I have not really used this at all. And then these 2 shades down here, I was using this to conceal pimples, Haven't had very many pimples in the last month. I just got one in the past couple of days, which I'm really excited about. That means my oily skin is coming back. Those of you that have been watching the channel know I have been going through a dry skin episode. So really haven't gotten much use on this. A couple of times I did use this as my concealer. It was okay for that. I like it better for spot correcting. And then this darker shade makes a great cream bronzer, but there were other cream bronzers that have been vying for my attention, so I have not been using this as much. I have only been tracking the total uses out of this palette, not the uses for each shade. If I want to include this in my project 10 uses project stats, then I need to start doing that. The 12 uses that I have, I'm going to count it for the salmon shade, and then starting this month I'm going to start tracking the uses here. I know I use this at least once, I know I use this at least once, and I know I use this at least once. So we're going to give each of those one use, so 9 uses on those, and then 10 uses on these two shades right here. Product number 3 was for the Prompts Padme Amidala, which corresponds to a product that's work appropriate or glamorous, because she's both. She's both. I decided to go with work appropriate and decided to roll in my NYX Epic Wear eyeliner in the shade Deepest Brown. I put this in to use up, and I did not track where I started because I knew that by May I would use this up, and I would actually venture to say that by next update this can be used up, because the last time I put it in the sharpener it was very hard to turn, and if I get to a point where I can't sharpen it anymore, then I'm considering it done. But it's so teeny, tiny. I'm so excited for this, and can't wait to see this as another empty in my collection this year. In the past month I used this 12 times, and I absolutely do love this. This is one of my preferred pencil liners of choice for my upper waterline. Doesn't do as well in the lower waterline. I haven't found a product yet that can stay put in that waterline with me putting drops in my eyes constantly throughout the day. If you have any recommendations of things that stay in that bottom waterline, please put them in the comments down below. Product number 4 corresponds to the Prompt Mace Windu, a purple product. I decided to roll in my Lethal Cosmetics blush. This is part of the Teresa is Lethal or Lethal is Dead. I can't remember which one. It was the second collaboration that Teresa is Dead did with Lethal Cosmetics, and the shade is called Cryostasis. I had been looking for a purple blush to add to my collection, and when I saw this come out, I decided to pick this up. Now, a purple blush might look very, very intimidating, but I am actually wearing it on my cheeks today. And the Lethal Cosmetics blushes are highly pigmented, I will say. But how I've been using it is I put a pink liquid blush down first, and then I dab in here twice because it's highly pigmented, and put it on, and it changes that pink to a purpley pinky sheen, which is perfect for the month of love. Valentine's Day is coming, so I've been wearing a lot of purple pinky looks, and this has been perfect to pair with those pinky purple looks. Since the intro, I have used this blush 7 times, and I did put a 20 use goal on this. I have 4 more months to use it 13 more times. I don't think that should be a problem. Product number 5 is for the Prompt Battle Droids, which corresponds to a product that you have multiples of. So I decided to roll in my Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. You guys can see where that line of demarcation is right there. I am right down here, and I was pretty much up at the top. I have 2 more of these in my backups, so my goal on this was to see how many of them I could use up. I have had a lot of lip products in a lot of my different project pans, so this has been vying for attention, but in the last month I was able to use this 7 times, and if I keep using it like this, I am going to have this used up, at least this one used up by the end of this project in May. So I'm really excited for spring, because once February is done, I feel like I'm going to transition from the pinky lips that I've been craving back down to nude lips. So can't wait to see what my progress is going to be, and if I can make it through not only this one, but hopefully a second one in my collection so that I only have one left. Product number 6 corresponds to the prompt clones, a product that you have variations of in your collection. So I decided to roll in the CoverGirl Outlast Lip Stain in the shade Shuggy Girl. I got this and another shade in PR, and I'm not really a fan of it. I like this shade better than the other one I have, which is Crimson Tide. And mainly I am using this just to outline my lips. And I am filling it in a little bit, but the thing of it is this is patchy. If you wear this on its own, it is patchy. And if you put anything else on top of it, it messes with the longevity of the product itself. Alas, I have to admit, I've only used this one time in the last month, and that's today. And I did use it as a lip liner today. I'm interested to see the staying power of this as a lip liner. The first time I used it, the shape of it was kind of big and bulky for a lip liner, but as I've gotten more practice with regular lip liners over the past month, today it wasn't really an issue to use this as a lip liner. I put a 20 use goal on this for the end of this project, so I've only used it once. I need to use this 19 more times. I have another lip liner that I have been loving in my Rolling Project 10 pan, so this is definitely vying for attention, but I need to give this some love before the end of this project. 4 more months, 19 more uses, I think I can do that. And I need to do that before the nude lips come back into style for me for spring. Product number 7 is for the prompt Jar Jar Binks, a product that's awkward to use, but somehow works. So I decided to roll in my NYX Epic Ink eyeliner in the shade Black. This is a pen style eyeliner. I have had hits and misses with eyeliners like this. I had a brown one like this from NYX, and that one seemed to dry up really quickly. And I feel like I've had this one for over a year, and it still leaks on me. I actually have a black spot in my panning journal where this leaked. I have a harder time with this style of eyeliner, but I recently saw a TikTok which helped me tremendously. When this is applied, it works. It stays put, but I have a very hard time putting it on, and I was trying to draw a line with it. And that TikTok said, don't do that, stamp it instead. When using it in that way, it's much easier to use. So if you have trouble with pen style liquid liners like this, try just pressing that brush tip where you want it and not dragging it. And that was a hell of a lot easier to use this. A little bit of a learning curve for the wing, but definitely need some more practice with this. This past month, I've only used it 2 times. I did put a 20 use goal on it for the end of the project, so I have 18 more uses to go on this. Product number 8 is for the prompt Ahsoka Tano, which is a product that is well known in the beauty community, but not mainstream. For example, an indie product. So I decided to roll in my Lethal Cosmetics gel eyeliner in the shade Galactic Goo. This was also from the Teresa is Lethal, Lethal is Dead, one of those collections. It was the second one. And it is a beautiful aqua eyeliner like that. You would think I would have used it a lot more when I was doing some blue looks for the month of January. Unfortunately, I've only used this 1 time since the intro, and I don't foresee it getting a lot of use during Love Month. So once spring rolls around, I'm really gonna have to pick up the pace on my usage on this, because again, I did put a 20 use goal on this for the end of the project. And I've only used it once, so I have 4 months to use this 19 more times. I don't think this should be a problem. I do like this for the lower waterline and the lower lash line. It has some good staying power. Doesn't stay all day, but has some good staying power. I just have very watery eyes, or at least I used to have watery eyes until I started getting chronic dry eye, and now I put drops in my eyes all the time, and that makes them wet too. So no matter what I do, I need a good eyeliner with staying power in the lower waterline. Product number 9 is for the prompt Darth Maul, and that is a product that just won't die. So I decided to roll in my NARS blush, my teeny tiny one, in the shade Orgasm. This is my first foray into NARS Orgasm Blush. So I did put a 20 use goal on it because I wanted to see what all the hype was about. I used this once in the past month. There's just been other stuff in my other projects that I have been gravitating towards. But my saving grace is that a 20 use goal on this, 4 more months to use this 19 more times. I definitely feel like I can do that. I say that now, but we'll see how far I get. The one time I use it though, I absolutely really did love it, and I do see why it won't die because it's iconic. It really is a beautiful blush. Has some sparkle in it, but it's not too overpowering, not like my e.l.f. sparkly one. Definitely can't wait to use this a little bit more and get my thoughts on it. And product number 10 is for the prompt Chancellor Palpatine, a product related to the number 6. And of course, that corresponds to Execute Order 66. So that could be a product that cost you $6, has 6 pans in it, something that corresponds to the number 6. So I decided to roll in my Pat McGrath mini eyeshadow palette in Midnight Voyage. And this is what it looks like. This was my first Pat McGrath palette that I ever picked up, and I was very happy with it to the point that I started purchasing more Pat McGrath palettes. I decided to use this No Pan Left Behind, and I actually met my goal on this today. I knew that I wanted to save the No Pan Left Behind when I filmed this update, and it is the shadow that I am wearing on my eyes today. I have used it in this way before, and I do absolutely love it. I did use all of the shades in this look. I used this satiny brown in my crease, this for my outer corner, this to put on the outer corner, not all the way out, but just to the edge and to the middle of the lid. This from the middle of the lid in, this I used as my inner corner highlight, and then this I used as an eyeliner. Absolutely do love this palette. I love the look that I get from it. It is a one-trick pony. You could probably do a brown look and then a purple look and then mix all of the colors together like I did today. So you probably can get 3 different looks out of this. I decided I wanted to do the whole show in one look. Those tend to be the looks that I gravitate towards when I work on No Pan Left Behinds, just because I like to push myself outside of my comfort zone and do something I wouldn't normally do. So this is a rollout. This is my only rollout this month, but there are no roll-ins because I rolled all the prompts in at one time. 1 rollout in this project so far, 9 more prompts to go, 4 more months to get them done in. That's the name of the game, to see how many goals you can meet in the 5 months that this project is going on. If you're participating in this project, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hop over to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and cheer you on as well, because I've absolutely been loving this project, and I hope it comes back next year because it's really fun. But that's everything that I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. You know I always love when you do. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. It lets YouTube know that you like my content and that other people with the same interests as you will like my content too. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.